Good morning, good people. Usually I jump on here and it's something fun, funny, or whatever, but today is like real serious. As I watch the news and see how young these kids are that's dying, either from being killed, drugs, basically killing themselves, or car accidents, it's all kinds of stuff. And we don't prepare like we probably should. So yesterday I had lunch with two of my siblings and we kind of discussed, what happens, what's happening. Does everybody know everybody's wishes and things like that? And everybody does not. So we got together and just shared our last wishes. So at least three of us know what the other people want. We talked about life insurance, our policies, like nobody knew where anything was. So, I did some updates. I redid my will, redid my registration for my whole body donation and things like that. Previously, I was a living kidney donor. Did my necklace pop? A living kidney donor, but when I decided to do the whole body pledge, I need to keep all my parts or they wouldn't take my body. So I had to come off of the living kidney donor transplant list. It's time to cut my nails and re-pledge myself for the whole body donation. So I did that. So you want to make sure these things are in line and everybody knows something about it. So I mailed it out to my children and talked to my executor, and she agreed to just stay on as my executor or whatever. But anyway, it's not hard to do. It's just going to take some papers being notarized. So we went over things like everything. We're getting older. Like I'm 50. This is halfway through my life if I live to be 100, but 3/4 if I don't. My regular expectancy from my family history, we don't live very long. But anyway, we did the healthcare surrogates because we know that some people are more emotional than others, and like where somebody would have me lingering on support and things that I don't want to do, somebody else would be like, pull the plug, the bitch is gone, like, whatever. And so that's kind of how I want it to go. If I can't breathe on my own, give me a minute though, like put me on life-sustaining machines or whatever for a couple of weeks. After that, unplug me. If I can't breathe, I'm not supposed to. So I just feel like that, and I know it's hard sometimes, but it really shouldn't be. You live while you're living, so then you can go ahead and die when you should, or when you called to go. So that's what we did, like healthcare, surrogates, DNR, power of attorney, the last will and testament, the whole body donation, if you're an organ donor, the life insurance policies. We wanted to know, what do we plan to do for our funeral? How do we want your funeral to go? Me, put a picture there. I can already be in the box. It doesn't bother me after I'm dead what you do with my body, because my body is just that. It's a shell. So we went over that. Some people want to be in a carriage, pulled by horses, a princess set, and all of this stuff. Not me. Just call the people, let them come get my body. I already got my registration card. If I drop dead right now, call this number. Do not send me to the morgue. Let them come grab my body, do what they're going to do with it. And then a funeral is not necessary. Have a small memorial at a park. I don't give a shit. Volleyball court. So some of the things that have to be done, and these are so easy to get, but all I see is younger people, people my age, dying, and GoFundMes. GoFundMe. Fund your own ass while you here. And sometimes it's very cheap, sometimes it's a little pricey. Get yourself together, do your own fund me, and that way when you drop dead, your babies don't have to run around collecting money to bury you, or your parents don't have to run around collecting, because that's how it's really going now. More parents are burying their kids than kids burying their parents. So if you go fund yourself now, then you won't have to worry about your kids not having something because you passed away. Or if you feel like you have to name somebody to take care of things. If you feel like, okay, well, I can't trust that this kid is going to deal with this kid long enough to split this up or whatever. If that's the problem, fine. Get an executor and let them split it up. If you want to skip somebody, fine. You can skip that. If you want to just do whatever. Me, only 2 of my children have children. So I had to divide it up. Okay, so it's not the 3rd child's fault that he don't have any kids. So he still gets his portion, and the other ones split with their kids because that's their portion. So that's just being fair. But if you don't say it, they're going to go across the board, split it, or give it to the oldest. That's the end of that, whatever. So you have to put things in order. If you have an obituary picture, and this was the funniest shit ever, my mother, when we went to take pictures, she pulled the man aside and she said, I am here because I want to take my 2 obituary pictures, one for the front and one for the newspaper. And I used those same pictures. Like, she had already had it ready. She had her funeral expenses paid. So all I had to do was take the voucher in. It was good. We didn't have extras left over, but so what? She lived her life. She lived her money out, and she was able to die right. So, and we didn't have to struggle to find a few dollars to put here or a few dollars to put there. So if y'all can do that now, that would be amazing, and have everything ready for your kids so that you can either live right or die right. So that's all I came on here to say today. Get your shit in order. Get your little wheels together. You might say, I don't really have nothing to leave, but you might have something and you don't know. So put an executor on there. Let them pay your final bills. Let them pay your funeral expenses, and get it in like that. So if y'all need any help trying to print out some of this stuff, I'm willing to do it. Send it, email it, whatever I need to do. Pop your names in these things. They literally come blank. You pop your name in there. You do everything you need to do. Get to the last page, get it notarized. This whole body pledge don't even have to be notarized. It just go in and they send something back to you, and you keep it in your email, and just make sure, or you carry it around in your purse so you can make sure if it's a car accident, anything, do not morgue me. Don't take me to the morgue. Call this number. Let them come get my body. If it's crumbled up, whatever, they supposed to do what they gonna do with it. And then they'll send my remains back to wherever I put, whatever address I want. So they do the cremation and everything. So get settled before you drop dead. This is important. All right, y'all.